In the mornings, around 7:30, I would walk round to the hospital ward to see this foreigner. I'll call him Mick. He was the guy that gave me the smoke when I was in the psycho ward. And we really got on well, you know. And he said to me, "Look, Steve, you come round every morning 7:30 and you can have a cup of milky coffee," which was like something I'd never even considered, like, you know. Anyway, every morning 7:30 I'd walk round to Mick's place and he'd make us a milky coffee with Nescafé powder, and it was delicious. He gave me some paper. He said, "Make a biddy." So I rolled up the paper. He gave me some chai patti, tea leaves, and some chewing tobacco and a bit of charas. I just put it into my hand and mixed it all up. Made the paper, tied it up, and then just filled it up like this, you know. Just filled it up, having a nice smoke. And he said, "You know these Englishmen this year?" There were two. And I said, "Yeah, I know one of them." I said, "The other guy," I said, "I don't." I said, "I don't know what he's about." And apparently this guy went through New Delhi airport with, like, I don't know, 50 kilos of charas in a couple of suitcases. Silly old fart. And, you know, he got nabbed. He was very wealthy. He must have been, because he'd paid to have number 12 cell to himself. And this guy would have lots of stuff delivered from the British consulate, and he'd have maybe 7 or 8 boxes lined up on the floor with all different stuff in, from clothes, biscuits, chocolate, all manner of stuff he would have. And every day these young lads, and I call them young lads because a lot of them, they shouldn't have even been in Tihar, in the men's prison. They should have still been in the child's prison. And they would be going into his Chucky every day. Chucky is the cell, by the way. And he would give them all his stuff. So there was lots of rumours flying around about this guy. And then he asked me about this other guy. I call him Dave to protect his identity. He was arrested at the same time as me, and he was involved with other people. And he pleaded guilty. I believe at the time he was told to plead guilty, which was a big thing, you know. So he went to court, pleaded guilty, and got a 10-year sentence. And there's so much I could say about this guy, but I have to be careful. Suffice to say that some people in jail wanted this guy out of the way, and eventually he moved to CJ2, to the convict ward, and that was the end of the story as far as I was concerned regarding this guy. It's so difficult sometimes to talk about these things, you know. Honestly, that's probably why I stopped writing about it. Anyway, strangely enough, that afternoon, because we weren't locked up during the day like the other prisoners, our cells were open all day up until lock-up time in the evening. I got back to my cell, and within a couple of minutes I just pooped up. I got a blinding headache, and I fell on the floor. I just sort of like collapsed on the floor. I didn't go unconscious. I was dizzy, didn't know where the hell I was. Anyway, I climbed onto my fatter, and I had a very fitful night that night. Woke up in the morning and I had yet another urine infection. So I goes to the OPD, get some more tablets, and after 3 or 4 days it cleared up. Straight after, I had another bout of deli belly. And this is how my life was going on. Every few weeks something would happen. And later on in that year, that was when I nearly died. But I'll talk about that next time.